What's up, smarty people? It's KeysDAN with RadioWhat.com, DJLittleRock.com, coming to you live and in living color from the Radio What studios. And this is my podcast, What Makes You Smarter? It's an extension of the RadioWhat.com internet radio station that I've been running for quite some time. And if you need DJ services, where do I always send you? DJLittleRock.com. One more time, DJLittleRock.com. Check availability and get a free price quote, and maybe you could have me at your next event. Also, if you'd like to tell your story or hear the stories of others, I encourage you to check out my other podcast. It's called What Makes You Famous. Find it everywhere using the hashtag What Makes You Famous. Also, add me on Spotify. You know, like, subscribe, share, all that kind of stuff. Now, on with the show. Today on the program, interesting facts. Oh, I got more interesting facts for you to fill your head with knowledge. Did you know? When you look up in the sky at a football game or some kind of a sporting event, sometimes you'll see blimps up in the sky. Most of the time, it's the Goodyear blimp. I think that's the most popular one that I've seen in my lifetime. But did you know that there's only about 25 blimps left in the world? At the start of here's the facts. At the start of the 20th century, before the Wright brothers finally got their famous flyer off the ground in 1903, airships were seen as the future of human flight. The category includes a variety of dirigibles, such as zeppelins, which have a rigid structure, and blimps, which completely collapse when deflated. German Zeppelins performed bombing runs in World War I, but the 1937 Hindenburg disaster, in which the Hindenburg Zeppelin caught fire in New Jersey while attempting to moor, killing 36 people, spelled the end of airships as commercial vehicles. While blimps found limited use during World War II, after the war, airships mostly transformed into floating advertisements. Today, only about 25 blimps exist, and about half of them are used for advertising, including the famous Goodyear blimp, which is now technically a Zeppelin. Airships are expensive to construct and to run, in part because they require as much as $100,000 worth of helium per trip, and helium gas is the subject of frequent worldwide shortages. There's also a dearth of people trained to fly them. Not that many. Yet efforts have been made to resurrect the airship. Chief among them, the U.S. Army's Long Endurance Multi-Intelligence Vehicle, which was designed to float above the battlefield, providing intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance for ground forces. The project was scrapped in 2013. Today, some experts call for a return to airships, but for now, they only remain a part of a lighter-than-air future that never was. There's more tidbits of information for you. The year the French Henri Giffard built the world's first successful airship, 1852. Estimated number of years left in the world's helium supply, 100. 100? Not that many. That's one people. And no more helium. Reported cost to build a modern Goodyear blimp, $20 million. Number of songs Led Zeppelin's self-titled debut album had 9. I throw some zingers. Here's a little bit more tidbits of information to fill your head with knowledge. Be the smartest person at the cocktail party. Airships can make a comeback because of climate change. In terms of speed and safety, airplanes have largely outpaced airships. But there's one metric where airships still reign: efficiency. Scientists have dreamed up many ways to slowly wean ourselves off fossil fuels. Think solar panels, wind turbines, and electric cars. But airplanes remain a conundrum. Some estimates project that by 2050, 27% of the world's carbon budget, under targets developed to keep the global temperature rise below 1.5 degrees Celsius increase from pre-industrial levels, could come from aviation. That's why some researchers have begun re-examining the airship. Because of its buoyancy and ability to ride the global jet streams, airships use significantly less fuel. One ambitious airship company says its dirigibles could run at only 8% of the fuel cost of a typical jet airliner. Because of safety issues and long travel times, airships would only be practical for short distance commercial flights or for hauling cargo, but they could still have a significant place in a greener future. How about that? Only 25 blimps left. Have you seen a blimp? When was the last time you saw a blimp? Drop me some comments. Let me know about your blimp experience in your lifetime. Also, if you'd like to tell your story or hear the stories of others, I encourage you to check out my other podcast. It's called What Makes You Famous. Find it everywhere using the hashtag What Makes You Famous. That's it for this edition of What Makes You Smarter. It's KeysDAN, RadioWhat.com, DJLittleRock.com. Peace. I'm out of here.